Right now, Madison's mayor has released her budget proposal. It includes a change to police funding the department didn't ask for.
And new developments for downtown Sun Prairie this morning, more than 4 years after the deadly explosion rocked that community.
Showers and thunderstorms continue across the 608 this morning. We are tracking all of them and letting you know how it impacts your commute.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
We made it to Hump Day. I'm Josh Brighter. Leah has the week off. We want to start right away with meteorologist Chris Reese, who's timing out some Wednesday rainfall. It was like, saw some lightning this morning when I woke up. I was like, did I?
Spooky.
It's like one of those things you never know when you're waking up at 2:30 in the morning what you're looking at, but yeah.
Yeah, you probably did see some lightning, and more of us are going to see lightning before this day is over. We're looking at some lightning strikes right now, especially throughout parts of Sauk County. This is going to be up closer towards Reedsburg. There's a lightning strike occurring, and we've also got some lightning closer towards I-43 as you work your way through Walworth County. So we're watching the lightning, and we're watching all of these showers as the day goes on. We've seen a lot of the heavier showers right around Platteville. Now it's transitioned over to just a period of light to moderate rain. So that's what you're seeing in Platteville now. Farther to the north, we're still watching a lot of just light to moderate rain throughout parts of Iowa County, Dodgeville, Highland. But Lone Rock, that's where that rain is now coming down just a little bit heavier. Farther to the north and east, we're also seeing additional showers. This is going to be north and western parts of Dane County near Prairie du Sac. Highway 60, right as you cross over into Columbia County, you got a heavier shower that's starting to move through. That's going to move towards Lake Wisconsin as we go through these next couple of minutes. Portage, Partyville, Poynette, you've had some rain move through. Now you're going to get a break before even more rain starts to come through as we go through about the next 15 to 30 minutes or so. But you zoom things out, and there's still a lot of moisture to stream in. So we keep those shower chances around as the day goes on. We're not done, but look at the cold front. 60 in La Crosse, 43 in Fargo. That colder air is going to be sweeping across Wisconsin as the day goes on. So temperatures right now are today's highs. That's the one thing I want everyone to take away. The temperature now is likely today's high, or at least the warmest it will feel. Rain now being reported at the airport, winds out of the south at 13 miles per hour. But let's look ahead. Check this out. 61 right now, 55 by noon.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. The city of Madison opening up a new men's shelter for those experiencing homelessness.
Shane Hogan is live from the Zire Road shelter this morning to see how this new resource will impact the community. Hi, Shane.
Hey, good morning, Chris and Josh. That's right. We are here in the middle of the big hall that will soon, tomorrow, look completely different, filled with beds and tables and so many other different resources for the folks that will be staying here. And to get into some of the specifics on how this new facility came to be, I want to welcome in Jim O'Keefe. He's the Director of Community Development here with the City of Madison. Jim, thank you for being here. Tell me a little bit about the resources that the city put into this new facility.
So the city owns this. We purchased this building for about $2.5 million about a year ago, and we have spent about $1 million to renovate it. There was extensive water and mold damage in the building. There were roof repairs that needed to be made. So not a lot of structural improvements, but cleanup and preparation for the new use.
And talking about the folks that will be coming to stay here, is there a time limit for how long someone can stay in this new facility?
There isn't. We have over the years we've operated with a 90-day limit, the number of nights that anybody could use a shelter facility. That cap has been removed. It's one of the barriers to accessing shelter that stood in the way from people using shelter. That's been taken away. But you know, this isn't meant to be a destination. This isn't someplace we want people to live long term. Rather, it's a resource for them to use while they work to get connected to permanent housing, because in the end, that's the ultimate goal.
And talking about, you know, what to expect, you mentioned about 150 to 200 people. You're prepped for 200 people. Do you think starting tomorrow, when the doors open to this new place, that's the kind of number you'll see here?
Yeah, so we've been averaging in the 160 to 170 range over the past couple of months. We're set up to serve as many as 200 or more if the need arises. We tend to see the numbers creep up a little bit during the winter months, and we want to be prepared for that.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you right now, guys, it's definitely an improvement from the First Street location. That's the message we've been getting all morning long. And it's also important to note that this location is technically a temporary location. The city plans on, by mid-2025, to have a permanent location on Bartillon Road. So right now, just kind of a transition period for the city. But starting tomorrow, this place is going to look a lot different, filled with people definitely in need. Chris and Josh?
All right, Shane Hogan live for us this morning. Shane, thank you. Looking ahead now, members of the Madison City Council are invited for a quorum tomorrow night to discuss the new 2023 city budget.
The proposed budget from the mayor, Zire Rhodes Conway, spends 6% more than her request in 2022. That is the largest year-over-year leap since 2009. It includes more money for the police department than the department requested. It expands the CARES program, which seeks to avoid sending police to people going through a mental health crisis, instead sending medics with crisis workers. Now, the city finance staff will provide highlights of the budget to the council and the community. The mayor also says she is aiming to use this budget to benefit a younger generation.
These funds will specifically aim to reach a group of 18 to 26-year-olds who are not adequately served by existing programs. With this budget, we are investing in building a safer community, building healthier neighborhoods, and creating opportunities for young people in Madison.
There are a couple of opportunities for you to learn more about the mayor's proposed budget. There is a virtual community session set to happen tomorrow evening at 5:20. If you'd like to learn more specifics on the budget proposal, you could also go to our website, channel3000.com.
This morning, the Fitchburg City Council president is jumping on board for the position of mayor. Randy Udell says he is excited to be a candidate and looks forward to the campaign. This comes just a day after Aaron Richardson announced he would not be seeking re-election. To campaign 2022 now, Governor Evers will take on Tim Michels this Friday in their first and only televised debate before next month's election. It will be held right here in the News 3 Now studios. You can see it live on air here on Channel 3 starting at 7 p.m. We'll also stream it live on channel3000.com.
Looking ahead, Governor Evers says he will not sign abortion exceptions into state law if the Republican legislature sent him such a bill. Just a few weeks ago, candidates running for governor were clear on where they stood on abortion. But within those few weeks, we have Republican Tim Michels changing his stance, saying he would allow abortion exemptions in cases of rape or incest. Evers says signing the abortion exceptions into law would be a cop-out.
No, I wouldn't sign it because that leaves the underlying law in place, which is a ban on abortion here because politicians in Wisconsin decided that they know more than the women.
Governor Evers says he wants to see a full repeal of the state's 1849 abortion ban instead of a piecemeal inclusion of exceptions.
Around the state this morning, an outside investigation into a deputy for the La Crosse County Sheriff's Department found he was not making a racist gesture, but did violate department policy. Back in July, we reported on Braden Penskover making a gesture in a photo that was viewed as a sign made by white supremacists. The department releasing those results this week, finding there was no information suggesting Penskover was making the gesture with racist intent. Penskover says the gesture was a game he learned from his sons. La Crosse County Sheriff Jeff Wolf says he had disciplined Penskover and has taken action to prevent it from happening again.
Here in Dane County, Middleton Police and automaker Hyundai are teaming up to offer up free steering wheel locks. This is for all Hyundai vehicles that are seeing a big surge in thefts right now. In a release last night, the department says the locks will be for those who work or live in Middleton and they don't have an engine immobilizer, meaning that the car does not. These locks are on a first-come, first-served basis at the department headquarters on Donna Drive.
Time right now is 6:08. More than 4 years since an explosion rocked downtown Sun Prairie, killing fire captain Corey Barr. The city is now looking to rebuild the area where it happened. McKenna Alexander shows us the new developments.
Since its introduction in March of 2022, the concept plans for Sun Prairie's explosion site have been altered to reflect the surrounding neighborhood. The updated blueprint presented to the Plan Commission on Tuesday night consists of a 4-story mixed-use building that includes 110 dwelling units and approximately 4,000 square feet of commercial space. Project developers say this project is consistent with the city's 2019 comprehensive plan and with the Sun Prairie Stronger Plan, something top of mind for city leaders still mourning what happened on July 10th, 2018.
It's been over 4 years now, so we're anxious to see that it's respectful to that firefighter that died that evening.
The project's development director says his team has been careful to design a space that helps the Sun Prairie community move forward while making sure there's room to remember what's been lost.
We understand the emotional connection of the city with the site. There's a lot of feelings tied into it. And the link, the connector that moves through the building from Main Street to the parking area, we've identified as an opportunity to recognize and memorialize lost architecture, lost citizens.
An adoption of the project proposal doesn't just move the redevelopment plan forward, but also an entire community that over the past 4 years has continued to be Sun Prairie strong.
Esser.
Aye.
Bailey.
Aye.
Virgil.
Aye.
Eicher.
Aye.
Yokish.
Aye.
Kujabi.
Aye.
Pass 6-0.
All right. Very good. Thank you. So we're on our way.
That was McKenna Alexander reporting. Now that the commission has adopted these development and implementation plans, they head to the city council for review. That will take place during the council's next meeting on October 18th. Time right now is 6:11. Coming up, you might want to grab that Mega Millions lottery ticket this morning. We're going to tell you how much that jackpot is at right now.
And we'll show you how some local high schoolers are helping out families in the NICU.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The women I see have been through brutal, unimaginable things. I'll never understand why politicians like Ron Johnson make it so hard for women. He supported the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade, outlawing abortion in Wisconsin. Even for victims of rape and incest, abortion is criminalized in Wisconsin. Doctors can be prosecuted. My most vulnerable patients will have nowhere to turn. Ron Johnson doesn't care about us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Reviews are very important. It really reflects on how we're handling customers at Precision Door. It's feeling like I'm helping out my neighbor. Quality service quickly from a name you can trust.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
Wells Fargo lets you know where you stand with your FICO credit score. What if you knew where you stood with everything, like your future in-laws?
Hope you like cats.
I hope your parents like me. They're whispering.
The kitties like her.
Can they tell I'm allergic? Tears of joy.
Welcome to the family.
Like knowing where you stand? When it comes to your credit score, you can with Wells Fargo.
I'm Sheriff Jim Johnson.
I'm Sheriff Eric Severson.
We've got the real story on Mandela Barnes.
Barnes wants to defund our police, but he spent over $600 grand of your money on police protection for himself.
Barnes wants to eliminate bail for violent felons, and his administration has already released over 800 criminals, including 44 child rapists.
Take it from us.
Mandela Barnes policies are a threat to your family.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
We're back at 6:14. Time to slow things down and see what's happening in this 608. Dane by Local is holding their annual Biz Award program for 2022 tonight, and I am proud to be named MC of the event. This is their annual program Dane by Local holds, recognizing the good work their members are doing in the community. About 150 local folks are expected to be there. It's happening at Holy Wisdom Monastery in Middleton from 4:30 to 9:30 tonight, with that presentation starting at 7. If you'd like to learn more about the mission of Dane by Local or their members, you can visit the story in the 608 section of channel3000.com. Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email for a chance to be featured. 6:15, it was all smiles outside of St. Mary's Hospital when NICU staff received the small gifts they say are going to make a real difference.
Tahlil Moholdin shows us how a pair of teenagers took it upon themselves to ensure all their attention can be on the thing that matters most, their newborn children.
Unloading 20 baskets filled with small comforts. High school seniors Tegan Olson and Caitlin Sam couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment.
And excited to know that we're doing a difference with all the parents.
The pair put together the baskets filled with things like phone chargers, toothbrushes, water bottles, and journals for their senior kindness project, inspired by their Evansville school advisor's experience in the NICU.
We know it would help people, and Stacy said when she was going through it, like, it meant a lot for her to get the stuff.
Olson and Sam fundraised and collected donations to make the baskets with feedback from the staff at St. Mary's Hospital in Madison.
I was just sort of blown away. It was really thoughtful. It was really kind.
For registered nurse Molly Joshua, this act of kindness hits especially close to home.
I had preemies myself at St. Mary's.
She says families in the NICU are often at a loss about what to do.
If they have a gift basket to welcome them in, fill their time a little bit.
And for those families with the smallest patients, staff say it's these kinds of gestures that offer some much-needed relief.
Nobody ever expects their baby or wants their baby to be in the NICU, and to have, when that happens, you're very overwhelmed and there's a lot of unknown that happens. And so to have people who are so giving and selfless do something so kind for you, it just brings a level of comfort that you don't expect.
That was Tahlil Moholdin reporting. Staff at St. Mary's NICU say that a basket will be given to every family currently there.
Time right now, 6:17. Let's get to Chris Reese, who's timing out Doppler track at this hour. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, really going to time out a lot of these showers and thunderstorms that are impacting some of those communities this morning as you're getting ready to head out the door. That being said, here's what we're looking at right now. A lot of the heaviest rain is to the west, but we do still have some pockets to the south of some heavier showers. All of this continues to move towards the north. Let's focus to the south and west first. Platteville, we've seen a lot of the heavier rainfall there today. Now a lot of this is just north of Shullsburg, west of Darlington. This is where we're seeing a little pocket of some heavier rain. That's going to continue to push towards the north and east. Darlington, that'll be near you by 6:26. Willow Springs by 6:35 and Fayette by 6:39. That'll continue to move on to the north and east as well. Another shower, this one near Broadhead, that'll continue to push north and eastward as well throughout Evansville and Stoughton. You've got about the next 30 minutes before that starts to get towards you. Then I'm watching this cluster of showers of thunderstorms in the northern side of the area. This is going to be parts of Sauk County, now just south and east of Reedsburg, but the north side of Baraboo, there's some heavier rain moving through. This will likely just miss the Dells, but it's still going to push towards the north and east. Packwaukee, you've got about 30 minutes before it gets towards you. Oxford at 6:41, Big Spring by 6:31. Then right here in the Madison Metro, another heavier pocket around Cottage Grove that's going to move towards Deerfield and Marshall. Then more rain back towards the west, this will continue to overspread the western part of Dane County as well. But still, multiple showers will move through as the morning goes on. No matter what your route is, be prepared for some water on the roads as you begin to head out. 61's the temperature right now. We still have that southerly wind. A cold front has not come through yet, but a cold front is on the way. That'll keep a lot of those temperatures cooler throughout your afternoon. So where your temperatures are now, a lot of them are into the 60s. This is your day's high. Keep that in mind. Watch this with me. Here comes the initial round of rain. By 10 o'clock this morning, this is actually the cold front. And you can tell, 62 in Janesville, 51 in the Dells. Your cold front moves on through. That's cold front number 1. We'll see some drier air moving in behind that. Temperatures will be into the 50s. Then cold front number 2 arrives later on towards dinner time. This will bring more showers through here, and that's where temperatures really begin to fall into the 40s. Your Thursday looks blustery and raw with 40s, wind, clouds, and even some showers around here. The colder air really begins to pour in at that point. 40s for Thursday and Friday. A little moderation for Saturday. Another cold front arrives, though, by Sunday, and that's where we're talking highs struggling to get out of the 30s for Monday with lows down in the 20s.
All right, Chris Reese, covering a lot this morning. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
If you're hoping to score big, hopefully you're getting in the Mega Millions lottery. Have you heard the jackpot's now up to $445 million? Last night's winning numbers there on your screen. Now, this will be the 12th largest in the game's 20-year history. The last jackpot was won in July. That one was nearly $1.5 billion. It was the second largest in Mega Millions history.
Show me the money.
Good luck.
6:20 right now, straight ahead for us in trending. We'll show you a company's first look at a flying car.
Stay with us.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Shopco Optical.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Join us at the Madison Fall Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
A 12-year-old girl can't legally drive a car. At 12, she can't even vote. But if this little girl were tragically raped or a victim of incest and became pregnant, radical Tim Michaels would force her to deliver the baby. He said it's, quote, not unreasonable for the state government to mandate rape victims to give birth. Would it be unreasonable if he were forcing this on you? Let him know on Election Day.
When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Follow the fall colors to the Oakwood Fruit Farm just east of Richland Center. Over 20 varieties of your favorite apples to choose from. We grow and handpick the very best for you. A tradition we've kept in our family farm since 1904. Your family will love our delicious treats. Fresh apple cider, caramel apples, homemade pastries, including our legendary apple cider donuts. You'll want to make Oakwood Fruit Farm part of your fall traditions. Come to the Oakwood Fruit Farm. Visit oakwoodfruitfarm.com.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Hey, we're back. A lovely shot here of the harvest moon over Swiss United Church of Christ in New Glarus.
Take a look at that.
Gosh, isn't that a gorgeous building?
Look how crisp that shot is right there.
Crystal clear. What a wonderful photo here from McCoy Photography. Thank you so much for sharing with us and using the MyNews3 morning hashtag so we could find it.
And guess what we finally listened to this morning?
Harvest Moon.
For 30 seconds.
For 30 seconds.
I know. I've got to hear the rest of the song at this point.
It's in my head. Oh, it's going to be stuck in my head.
You want to sing it for us?
I'll spare you guys. Nice try, Reese.
It was a mood brightener, though.
It was.
On a gloomy
Very
Wednesday.
relaxing.
We love to see it.
Do.
Trending out of Dubai this morning, the company XPeng debuting their flying car for the first time to the public.
Yeah, check this out. It's got a very catchy name. It's the XPeng EVTOL Flying Car X2.
This sounds like the name of someone's child.
It just yeah, not Elon Musk's snoot yet. Just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Developers say the car is still in the research process. The car seats 2, zero carbon emissions, comes equipped with flight control system and autonomous flight capabilities. That means it flies itself. The company says they're now setting up the framework for the private sector in Dubai. They aim not to just release the car, but rather create the first phenomenon of its kind around the world.
Could you imagine your son saying, "Dad, can I take the flying car to take my girlfriend to prom?"
Not a chance, buddy.
Can I fly over to my girlfriend's house real quick?
The kids don't want to drive or fly these days, right? I mean, teenagers, they're putting off getting their license, I thought.
That is true.
Because their parents do everything for them.
I was going to say, depends on the teenager. I had some that were like in a rush and some that still don't have their license. They're like 19 now, but yeah.
It's interesting. I don't think we need flying cars. We can barely handle cars in general, so I think it would be a disaster.
It's the last thing I want to see on the road.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of the roads, bus stop forecast, what's going on?
Yeah, we've got some rain showers out there this morning. Temperatures around 60 now. Headed home will be in the 50s with a brief period of sun before more rain comes through near dinner.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Associated Physicians, do you know how much we offer all under one roof? It's a lot. From OBGYN, peds and internal medicine, to lab, x-ray, behavioral health, and more. Associated Physicians, 233-9746.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Here at Precision, we are veteran-owned, and we take pride in servicing not only our community, but serving our country as well. No job is too big and no job is too small. Here at Precision, we'll fix them all.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. It's a natural. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Experience does count. When you're shopping for new furniture, a mattress set, or flooring, come to the experts at McGann Furniture and Flooring in Baraboo. Our experienced staff is well-trained in home decorating and will answer all your questions so you can buy with confidence.
You'll find big city selection and an enjoyable shopping experience. And remember, we don't raise prices only to lower them later for a sale. Come see the difference experience can make at McGann Furniture and Flooring, downtown Baraboo.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher and my dad worked third shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes and I approve this message.
At Associated Physicians, do you know how much we offer all under one roof? It's a lot. From OBGYN, peds, and internal medicine to lab, x-ray, behavioral health, and more. Associated Physicians, 233-9746.
This morning, a tragic car crash involving 4 teenagers. This morning, one is dead, and authorities believe they know what went wrong.
Plus, a nearly 4 decades old cold case solved. An update from investigators this morning.
I do continue to track more showers and thunderstorms across the area as your morning commute gets started. We are tracking these all morning long.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Leah has the week off. We are, of course, tracking that rain for your Wednesday with scattered showers and storms already moving across the radar this morning.
That's right. You can see they are popping kind of all over the viewing area right now. Chris Reese has been tracking this all morning long. You timed this out basically earlier this week, and it's right on schedule, Chris.
Yeah, right on schedule. Wednesday morning into Wednesday midday. We're still seeing a lot of those showers out there. Right along I-39, we are seeing some lightning and thunder that's going to be up farther towards the north out of our viewing area. But even towards like Westfield, Green Lake, and Marquette counties, we're seeing some additional lightning and thunder. Elsewhere, a lot of it's become showers just for now. Still more moisture, though, back towards the south and west that's yet to move in. So we'll continue to at least keep that chance for those showers and thunderstorms around. We've seen a lot of it around Platteville, now finally moving eastward just a bit. Some additional showers right around Sauk City. That's where things are just a little bit heavier. And then, of course, we do have our showers right here in Dane County as well. The eastern side of Dane County, spotty showers. Right over the lakes downtown, things are dry for now. And then there's more rain out towards Middleton, Cross Plains, Mount Horeb, Blue Mounds. You're still seeing that while you're out and about. Here's a live look. It is dark outside. Temperatures are at their warmest part of the day right now. A lot of them are into the 60s, even some mid-60s before that cold front does come through later on. So 60s for the Madison Metro headed out the door. As you look ahead, though, things will begin to change. Look at how temperatures drop over the next couple of hours into the mid-50s.
Lots of changes. All right, Chris, thank you. Happening today, First Lady Jill Biden returning to Milwaukee. She will meet with local educators. Dr. Biden is set to speak to the Milwaukee Teachers Education Association before meeting with students, parents, and teachers at the Homework Diner at Westside Academy. The visit will be the First Lady's third to Wisconsin since President Biden was elected.
In Barron County, a 14-year-old is dead, 2 other teenagers seriously injured, and a 16-year-old boy is in custody. This is all after a rollover crash. The Barron County Sheriff says it appears the 16-year-old was under the influence of a controlled substance and was speeding when he lost control of the vehicle. He's being held in a detention center in Eau Claire this morning. 2 of the girls were flown to a St. Paul hospital. A third is at a Wisconsin medical center.
One helicopter landed, and then another helicopter came in, and it was chaotic. I mean, there was pieces, parts everywhere. I mean, just the rescue EMT, they did a great job. They were on right when they got there, and it's just scary.
Tragic. The Rice Lake Area School District released a statement saying the girl who died was a student there.
The Department of Natural Resources issuing a consumption advisory for fish taken out of Castle Rock Lake. This is located in Juneau and Adams. The DNR says there are elevated levels of PFOS, a type of PFAS chemicals. The guidance issues stating that any bluegill, yellow perch, or black crappie should not be consumed for more than 1 meal per week. Any common carp should only be eaten once a month. Health risks of consuming high levels of PFAS included increased cholesterol levels, decreased immune response, and decreased fertility in women. The Portage County Sheriff's Office announcing it solved a nearly 4 decades-old cold case. Janet Rosh, a Merrill native, was reported missing on October 11th, 1984.
Her decomposed...
It hasn't hit me yet.
When Detective Dustin Kitzman took on the case over 2 years ago, he was unsure of the outcome.
You know, it's had a dramatic impact on me as far as when you take something on, you'd like to solve it, but something that's been, you know, unresolved for this many years, you don't think that you're potentially going to solve it.
He follows countless other investigators who've been working relentlessly for nearly 4 decades to uncover the truth. Kitzman says it's an emotional day for them all.
I take a lot of the cases that I have and try and, you know, equate it to they're my family members. I think that's everybody in law enforcement, you know, is out there looking to try and provide closure or find answers when sometimes we don't have all the information. I feel lucky.
Advances in technology are ultimately what led to solving the case.
You know, we look back, 1984, you know, film was still on rolls at the time. Being able to digitize things and get a real good 3D map really played a crucial role in finding out what happened.
They were able to analyze the evidence from the 1984 scene, including Rosh's sleeping bag, shoes, and jeans. A variety of photo evidence reveals she had third-degree burns on 50 to 60% of her body. Detective Kitzman told me she was by a campfire when her sleeping bag caught fire. Investigators believe she woke up engulfed in the fire. Detectives used 3D mapping and other technology to link her scattered items left behind after she tried to get away from the fire and escape. Her body was found about 50 yards away as she attempted to get back to Highway 54. Investigators say she ultimately died from her injuries.
I just want what's best for the family. I'm just glad it's giving something to them.
Detective Kitzman adds that as technology continues to advance, more cold cases will be solved, and says he's grateful it'll help give families closure. The city of Madison opening up a new men's shelter for those experiencing homelessness.
Our Shane Hogan live from Zire Road Shelter this morning to see how that resource is going to impact the community. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, good morning, Josh and Chris. That's right. We're here live at the Zire Road, new location for the men's shelter here in Madison. Joining me right now is Hannah Molinetsky. She's with the city of Madison. And earlier this hour, we talked about some of the improvements from the previous location. You talked about the new isolation rooms, the quarantine rooms. But I know these new bathrooms is a really big key for the folks that are going to be staying here. So why don't you walk us through a little bit about what they're going to expect and how this will make a huge difference compared to the last location.
Yes. So in First Street was 37,000 square feet. Zire is 31,000 square feet, but it is built more for humans and it's more efficient. Bathrooms being one of the most main changes that is so important to human decency, making people feel comfortable, and really just having the space to have, you know, necessities, right? So showers, bathrooms, and having a space. At First Street, we had built showers and bathrooms in the back of a semi-truck, which is incredibly creative, and it worked. But now we actually have bathrooms. We have full showers. I want to show you over here an entire shower space here to use, private and open. This is so important to people feeling comfortable and human.
And we talked with Jim O'Keefe earlier about how this isn't necessarily a destination to live, but more of a temporary comfort place for people where they can come. I think, these new bathrooms and the other improvements really lean into that. Tomorrow, you guys are expecting a lot of folks to start showing up. How do you think they will react to these new spaces as well?
Well, we hope that they use them to help with that transition piece. We're really hopeful that they feel like they can get on their feet. There's resources. There's going to be Porch Light, our operator, really keying in and really helping connect those community resources with any of the guests. Just creating a sense of community. There's going to be a space out by the beds and over by the charging stations, so people can connect with one another. All of these things feed into a healthier community, and this is just one step in that whole equation.
Well, I want to congratulate you and your department, the City of Madison, on this new facility. I think it's really going to impact so many lives. They're prepared for about 200 people here coming tomorrow. The doors open at 5 p.m. tomorrow, so the big day, moving over from the First Street location. So guys, I think the city is going to really learn from this location. Again, this is temporary till about 2025 when a new permanent location is in sight. So right now they're getting ready to start this big transition starting tomorrow morning, and the impact will definitely be felt.
All right, Shane Hogan with that important resource in the community. Shane, thank you. Dozens of Wisconsin veterans, part of the 44th Badger Honor Flight, returning home safely overnight. Our Shane Hogan was there yesterday as they took off around 6:30 in the morning. The vets spent the day in D.C. touring the monuments and memorials. We spoke with one vet who was waiting for his fishing buddy to return home. He said he had to convince him to take the honor flight after his own positive experience back in 2017.
The experience coming down the escalator, seeing all the people, it brought tears to your eyes. It really did, and it still does now. It's completely different than coming back in 1966 when being a veteran was not a good thing, and there was all the protests and riots going on. So it was very special.
This flight was the 5th tour of the year and was specifically for Korean and Vietnam War era veterans.
Well, today is the day the Curter Burger is back at Culver's. It's a one-of-a-kind burger that they tested out last year, and they sold out so quick when they tested it out for a day last year. So they're bringing it back this month until they're gone, while supplies last. Remember, it was an April Fool's joke, but it's a reality now. So each restaurant is going to get a limited number, and when they're gone, they're gone. They hope they'll last until the end of the month. I got a feeling they will not last that long.
I was going to say, so I was not here last week, but what were your thoughts? I, of course, had it last year.
And that it was very tasty. It's a lot of burger. We did a contest to see who could eat the most in 60 seconds, and Shane Hogan won. I ate most of it. I got probably a little more than 3/4 of it down, maybe, in 60 seconds. But it was very, very good. Yeah, a lot of burger.
Yeah, so there's a lot there.
A lot of burger.
Tasty, though. Yeah. All right, 6:40 is your time.
Outside this morning, we are tracking showers and storms for the morning commute and a cold front on the other side of it.
Plus, a thirst to help. Why a Madison runner made a public bubbler map for those exercising and enjoying the outdoors.
Ashley's Ultimate Sale is going on now. Shop in store today and get ultimate discounts. Clearance items are up to 78% off. Plus, get a bonus 10% off our sale prices at checkout. Don't miss these ultimate savings. Only at Ashley.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Ron Johnson caught lying. Independent fact checks call his attacks on Mandela Barnes false and misleading. But it's Johnson's views that are alarming. Johnson supported a ban on abortions. He co-sponsored a bill that makes no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman. And Johnson said if women don't like it, they can move. The truth is, it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
Save 11% on everything at Menards. Keep your home's exterior beautiful and protected with Cedar Creek vinyl siding. This low-maintenance siding withstands the elements and comes in 16 colors, ready to install. All 11% off. Let in the fresh air with Larson Storm Doors. The Lakeview Split View Storm Door comes equipped with screen-away retractable screens. Choose from over 20 Larson Storm Door styles in stock. All 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
Keep bragging about your buck after the hunt with wild game processing from Johnson's Sausage Shop in Ryle, Wisconsin. Friends enjoy a hunting story more over a jalapeno cheddar stick. Johnson's Sausage Shop accepts wild game 7 days a week. First bucks in are the first brats out.
One small step. One big surprise. A yummy treat. Out of this world toys and more fun with Apple Do to ignite their discovery of space. Kinder Joy.
Over 800
600 convicted criminals released. 270 murderers and attempted murderers released. 44 child rapists released. Tony Evers' parole commission has released hundreds of violent criminals early, including some of the worst killers in Wisconsin history. Evers' liberal policies are making our communities less safe. Tony Evers put criminals first and our family's safety last.
Ashley's Ultimate Sale is going on now. Shop in store and get the ultimate mattress discounts. Get 55% off select Beauty Rest mattresses. Plus, buy any Tempur-Pedic mattress and get $300 in free furniture. Don't miss these ultimate savings. Only at Ashley.
As political ads bombard you with campaign promises and claims to capture your vote, News 3 Now gives you a reality check, clarifying the candidates' messages and finding the facts to help you make informed choices. Reality Check, tonight on News 3 Now at 6. The Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Foundation presents the 2022 Wisconsin gubernatorial debate. Incumbent Democratic Governor Tony Evers debates Republican challenger Tim Michels, Friday at 7 p.m. on WISC-TV. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, 644. Madison residents are known for being active, of course, year-round. People spend their time biking and running around the capital city. But what happens when you're thirsty? It's not always easy to find a water fountain. Jason Berthum was training for a marathon and couldn't find one. His solution is community-wide. He created the Dane County Public Water Fountains Google Map. He's already mapped more than 40 exact bubbler locations based on what people sent him on Reddit.
There's nothing like, finishing your water bottle, planning to fill it back up, and then knowing that you have to run another 4 miles before you fill it back up.
Jason says he knows many of the bubblers will shut down once winter hits, but he wants that map to be ready when people get back outside come springtime.
Drinking fountain, water fountain, bubbler. Like we covered them all there.
Whatever you call it. We're here for it.
They're mapped out now, which I think is an awesome resource. Kudos to him for putting in all the work. All right, let's check in with Chris Reese. We have some showers out there this morning. Gonna need the umbrella.
You will need the umbrella, but you also need the sunglasses today. You'll also need like a jacket today. You're gonna need everything. You know that statement that people always say, if you don't like the weather, wait a couple minutes and it changes? That's today. So, that being said, let's start with what's happening right now. We are seeing some showers out there, along with some thunderstorms. Temperatures are in the 60s, which is mild, but this is the warmest we will be pretty much all day. Temperatures will drop pretty hardcore as we start to move towards the afternoon. Janesville's at 63, 65 for Lone Rock, 61 in Watoma, so those 60s are quite popular for us headed out the door. You focus in on the Madison Metro, we are all, again, into those lower 60s. 62 for Middleton, Verona, and Wanakee at 63. Same for Sun Prairie and Cottage Grove this morning. Lots of showers, though, and these showers will continue to push through. A lot of the heaviest rain anywhere from Portage to Dodgeville right now. So I've been watching that axis of rain. That goes all the way back towards Dubuque, where things are starting to dry out at least somewhat. But then there's even more rain down towards the south and east. That's around Janesville. And that'll continue to push north and eastward towards Fort Atkinson and Lake Mills as we go throughout the morning. I want to plan the day. This is Doppler track. Watch this initial round of showers move towards the east. Then the cold front comes through around 10 o'clock this morning. That'll bring some showers through. We'll dry out after that. Sunshine. Notice the 50s, where a lot of those temperatures do stand. We'll try to recover back towards the 60s. You see that happening towards the south and west. But then another cold front comes through. This is the real deal one. It'll also bring an increase in cloud cover and a chance for showers right around dinner time. After that, temperatures really begin to bottom out. We're going all the way down into the 40s. Tomorrow, we do not get out of the 40s. We will see cloud cover along with some spotty showers throughout your day on Thursday as well. You know how in the winter you have these areas of low pressure and you kind of just have those snow showers that circle around them? It's the same type of deal. Still warm enough that we're dealing with rain throughout the day tomorrow, but we do have even another shot of colder air that's set to come. That arrives this weekend and into early next week, and it's really going to bring a lot of those temperatures down. 41. That's the forecast high that I have for you going into your Monday. Overnight lows will be down into the 20s, 43 on Tuesday at least. It'll be sunny during that time, but expect things to change after today.
Do you remember when I said it was going to be cold Monday when I'm back out live in the 608?
Yeah.
Look at that forecast.
We'll see if we can add some wind in there for you, Josh.
Time to break out the parka. All right, Chris Reese, thank you. Well, time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 in studio this morning. Dane Buy Local is holding their annual Biz Award program for 2022 tonight, and I am proud to be named MC of the event. This is an annual program Dane Buy Local holds recognizing the positive work their members are doing right here in our communities. About 150 local folks are expected to be there. It's happening at Holy Wisdom Monastery in Middleton from 4:30 to 9:30. That presentation is going to start at 7 o'clock tonight. If you'd like to learn more about the mission of Dane Buy Local or their members, just visit our website. Remember to let me know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email for a chance to be featured. Coming up, 6:49 and in the morning sprint, what we know about the latest Marquette Law School poll set to be released today ahead of the midterm elections.
If you've got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, send us a picture so we can show them on TV. We'll be right back.
This portion of News 3 Now is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Warrens, Wisconsin.
The women I see have been through brutal, unimaginable things. I'll never understand why politicians like Ron Johnson make it so hard for women. He supported the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade, outlawing abortion in Wisconsin. Even for victims of rape and incest, abortion is criminalized in Wisconsin. Doctors can be prosecuted. My most vulnerable patients will have nowhere to turn. Ron Johnson doesn't care about us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Floor & Decor, my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, and laminate, they've got it. Installation materials, yep, and all the tools I need, they've got those too. More importantly, they've got my back with benefits and services I actually want and a pro app that makes my job easier. Floor & Decor just gets it. That means I get more done.
At Floor & Decor, whether you're looking for everyday low pricing on in-stock job lot quantities and installation materials, or a powerful partner to help take your business to the next level, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
It's bacon! Smoky bacon, meaty bacon, tasty bacon, bacon! Oh, I love you.
Dogs go bonkers for bacon. And try bacon pizza flavor.
Pizza!
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs. Jam out on the strength machines and get down with some dumbbells. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 14th.
The garage door is America's new front door, so why not look at it in a whole new way? Let Precision's experienced designers come to you. Let us show you the difference a new Precision garage door can make.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
With Choice Hotels, there's always a reason to book it. Whatever your reason, save 20% when you stay 2 or more nights at participating locations. Book direct at choicehotels.com. Terms and conditions apply.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. Go all in with the Triple Pet Pizza for just $11.99. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
My school does active shooter drills every few months. It's terrifying to think about. Tim Michaels wants to allow teenagers my age to buy AR-15s with no waiting period.
It's a terrible idea.
It's a really bad idea.
And Michaels wants to allow people to bring loaded guns on our school grounds.
And that's just not okay. I don't want guns in my school. We shouldn't be making things worse.
Tim Michaels is just way too radical.
He's way too divisive.
Tim Michaels is wrong for Wisconsin.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
With less than 1 month until Election Day, the Marquette Law School will be releasing a new poll today. The latest poll had the Senate and gubernatorial races neck and neck. Incumbent Ron Johnson had 49% of likely voters choosing him over Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, 48%. Meanwhile, Governor Evers had 47% of voters supporting him, with 44% of voters favoring Tim Michaels. Both leads were within the 4.9% margin of error.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky asking the group of 7 nations, the G7, for more modern air defense systems to protect his country. Russia has launched a series of deadly missile attacks this week throughout the country. President Biden and other G7 leaders promised to continue supporting Zelensky and warned Vladimir Putin against further escalation.
Forensic experts exhumed dozens of bodies yesterday from what Ukrainian officials say is a mass grave in the recently liberated eastern town of Lyman. 55 bodies of civilians and servicemen were found. It is just the latest gruesome discovery. Last month, the bodies of 436 people were exhumed from a burial site in another liberated town.
In Milwaukee, police believe the shooters that killed a 12-year-old girl and injured a 46-year-old woman were known to hang out at an abandoned property across the alley from the victim's home. The mother of the victim told police that she was tired of the suspects dumping their stolen cars off near their home. When she asked them to stop, the suspects shot her and her daughter. The girl died at the hospital.
One of 3 people facing homicide charges for allegedly kidnapping a man in Madison before killing him near Portage is bound for trial. Jacquenia Patty will have a plea hearing on March 28th, with her trial set to begin on April 24th of next year. Patty, along with one of the other accused, reportedly split time driving the victim's stolen car to Portage.
County leaders and Alliant Energy celebrating the installation of the first solar panels at the Yahara Solar Project in Cottage Grove. The project will create enough energy to power more than 3,000 Dane County homes and reduce greenhouse gas emissions by an amount equal to that of 5,000 cars. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi hoping to have all county buildings and fleets carbon neutral by the year 2030.
With fears of a recession on the rise this morning, the International Monetary Fund has downgraded its world economic outlook for 2023. It now projects the global economy will grow just 2.7%, down from the 2.9% it estimated in July. It projects the U.S. economy will grow just 1% next year. The IMF listed Russia's war on Ukraine and chronic inflation among the reasons for its dimmer outlook.
It was the shove seen around the NFL sports world. Former Packers wide receiver Davante Adams, now with the Raiders, seen pushing a cameraman to the ground after Las Vegas fell to the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. That cameraman has filed a police report claiming to have been injured. Adams kind of apologized on Twitter last night. Disciplinary action is still on the table.
A convoy of trucks driving to Sanibel Island. These are the first vehicles to do so since Hurricane Ian damaged 5 sections of the Sanibel Causeway, making it impassable. Temporary repairs to the bridge are sound enough for some vehicles, giving utility workers the chance to start restoring power to the island. Until now, the only way on or off has been by boat or air.
Still tracking some showers out there this morning, along with some lightning and thunder. We'll keep some of these shower chances around for much of the morning, and then we'll get a break into the afternoon before more showers arrive later on this evening. 61 right now. That's the warmest part of the day. Already colder air starting to move in to the north and west. 64 in Boscobel, but 59 in Viroqua. Planning out your day, look for the showers early. You see that break with some sunshine around midday to early afternoon. Then another round of those showers later on this evening as temperatures return back into the mid-50s. A lot cooler weather is to follow this.
This is one of those days you need a little bit of everything. The sunglasses,
the umbrella, and a jacket.
Hey, we're getting through it, though.
No snow boots today.
There you go. There's something to be positive about.
We have another news and weather update coming up in about 30 minutes.